It wasn't no let's hear Keyz and make and investigate and make sure he not lying. Y'all went with what y'all went with. Y'all went with the narrative was, and y'all ran with it. Everybody who ran with it, y'all ran with it. Like you said, you didn't kick me from shit. I stopped coming over there because y'all fucking weird. Y'all weird as hell because y'all don't want to listen to truth. Y'all want to listen to what goes, what makes more sense, what's gonna make y'all some TikTok coins. Y'all don't want to hear real. Y'all want that bullshit, bro. Y'all convinced me with that fake ass shit, but that shit fake,
you of all people should
that shit fake as fuck,
I don't need no TikTok coins.
That shit is fake, bro. That shit is fake as fuck, bro.
Okay, hold on.
So it may not be you. You may not need no TikTok coins, right? But your people do. The people around you do. The people you got. The people that be these TikTok folks need it. Y'all don't want to be real again.
Please, hold on, real quick, y'all. We gotta bop the screen. Let me fix this. We gotta bop the screen, y'all. Listen, Keyz, I want you to hear me say, I am so sorry that all of this went down like this. The way that it was presented.
But Jay, everybody's saying sorry now. But all that dick eating everybody was doing then, everybody was on my ass and on my girl ass, bro.
Just let me get my statement out. If you just let me get my statement out, I'm gonna let you go. I promise. Okay.
Now, after him,
as a man, hey. As a man, Keyz, you have pride. And I completely understand that this was an attack at your pride, not just the P3DO stuff, but also it was said something about some being an ABU, stuff. I am so sorry that this happened. It is wrong. It is wrong that it went down like this. I understand your anger because your reputation, like is on the line. But I need you to hear me say that we are all angry at the person who would bring this to the forefront like this and lie to the rest of us because we didn't know. We only know what was told. And while you are correct, by the time they dug and cleared your name, the damage was already done. I want you to understand that if you got a daughter, we as mamas, because that's what the majority of messy talk is, when you talk about kids, your first reaction is to move, to act. And then you think later on, which is why, we should be more responsible with the shit that we even have people moving and acting on. And so if Mad Day can't be woman enough to say, me as a mama to a boy, I'm sorry, because I don't ever want nobody running and rushing a judgment on my boy. But also as a mama, I'm hoping that you understand that if it was your baby, the reaction would be the same from any group of people with hearts that beat their children.
Absolutely.
So, I'm sorry. I am so sorry, but the brunt of this should be on Mad Day because she lied. She lied. Flat out.
And produce those fake receipts.
It also go to Bella because Bella they had the messages from the beginning, from the very first day they started that dumbass shit, and everybody went on their goofy ass tangents and tore Brittany down. That shit could have been cleared up the very first day.
Now,
the very first day, it didn't even have to be that.
Hold on, that's the part I want to talk to you about.
All that extra shit, I understand it, but that's number one because I asked Bella, I said, Bella, can you send me the messages? And she refused to send them to me.
That's the part I want to talk to you about, Keyz, the Bella part. Now, I understand that Bella also had access to these messages and she didn't send them to you. Can you talk to me about that conversation that day, how it went?
She act like she ain't want to send them. It wasn't no conversation for real. I damn near was on some, I damn near was begging her to send me the messages, bro. I don't never, and I got a very,
Did Bella know that they were framing and putting jackets on you?
Yes. She was listening to everything. She was in the lives. She knew what the fuck was going on. She didn't give a fuck because it was the intention was exactly what was done until they had no choice. Until there was no choice. Until Frankie sent me those messages, they had no choice. If Frankie never sent me the messages, who knows how long that shit would have went on. But until I got the messages from Frankie, that's when it stopped.
Okay, I got another question. When the stuff happened with Keyz,
all I told her was watch her fucking mouth. I'm not your child. How is that disrespectful, cuz? Don't talk to me like I'm your child. I'm a grown ass man. Address me as one. That was the disrespect she was referring to. I never called her out her name. I never gave her no gestures, none of that shit. Told her, watch her fucking mouth, bro. Watch your mouth. I'm not your kid. Y'all know how she talks. She got a real flip ass lip. And I'm not your kid. You're not gonna talk to me like that. Ain't nobody gonna talk to me like that.
Do you feel like Bella took Mad Day's side?
Bella took the side that was gonna make her money.
Okay, no, hold on. That's not what I'm trying to ask. I'm not saying what Bella's advantage in this is. I understand that Mad Day had a complete and total hate and disdain for you and Morgan Brittany. But there also has to be a reason why she introduced it this way, because she still had access to the group chat and saw that it was Bella who dropped the video, right? So in her attempt to protect Bella, she didn't say that it was Bella. She implied or made it seem as if it was you, or said it was you that dropped the video. When the stuff happened in the group chat with you and Mad Day, did Bella choose a side?
Nah, she didn't. Because it was about Bella. She couldn't choose a side. The whole situation was about Bella. It wasn't about nobody else. It was about the bullshit Bella did.
Left the comment in your girlfriend chat.
On some bullshit, exactly. And I say, yo, you can't be doing that. She trying to do something positive, and you coming in with messy shit. Yo, chill. You shooting shots. We not doing that. And that was the issue. That's what I was bringing to a quote unquote friend group that I didn't know you dealing with a bunch of fucking snakes and weirdos, because that's what that is. Because if anybody wants to say who is solid and who did, me and mines.
Okay, when you addressed Bella and the comment that she left in your girlfriend chat, how did that conversation go?
The conversation started with me, Frank. I called the group chat as a whole. I'm like, yo, we say we gonna hold each other accountable, right? So we need to have a little conversation later. That's what I said to Frankie and what you got. They pressed me for about 15 minutes, asking me what I wanted to talk about. I'm like, yo, we'll talk about it. So then I got tired of them keep pressing me about, I say, yo, X, Y, and Z. Well, if Brittany didn't say anything, why do we have to talk? Because I said so. Like, it's that simple. Like, we're not going to do that. You're not going to damage her for y'all shits and giggles, gang. That's not what we doing.
Okay, so I guess I'm trying to find out when Bella was addressed specifically, not
she
Frankie.
it didn't get a chance to get. It never got a chance to get to that. AJ, you missing it. I'm telling you, it never got a chance to get that because the argument ensued. I ended up saying something to Bella after the fact, and then everything was cool because she understood. Well, she acted like she understood at the time. She said, "Oh, well, you know what? You right. So I'ma chill." I said, "Don't not come over there. Come over there. Just keep it cordial, gang. You don't gotta like the person. You don't gotta like Mama C, but you can still come over there and chill. You feel me? It ain't that deep."
So Mad Day was specifically targeting you because you checked her.
Because I told her to watch her fucking mouth.
Okay, so Bella said that Mad Day told her this was to teach Bella a lesson on who is for her and who is against her. Do you have any idea how this?
She taught her that she's not for her and she's against her because she's the one that made that happen. None of this would have happened if she shut the fuck up. Plain and simple. If you don't never bring the text out, they don't come out. This don't happen. If you don't bring them out, Bella don't get thrown under the bus by accident. We only hear it by accident. Bella's only a casualty of war by accident. Because they had to show that Bella threw the messages out there. We have said this 1,000 times.
Or if you're going to bring them out, just tell the truth about why the conversation was being had. Okay, exactly. I got another question.
I wouldn't have messed it up.
I think Bella's the only one that can answer this. I think Bella is the only one that can answer this. Your plan was to address this in court. Was your plan to address it in court the Sunday right in there where opposition did all of this? Did opposition mess up your chance to address it as bad parenting? Why did it never come out as bad parenting?
Because it was never.
I'm told that this was.
I don't think she. Did she ever bring that to the court show? Did that ever be? That was never in the court show because it was discussed that it wasn't going to come out. They was leaving it alone. It was being left alone. We decided to leave it alone. The only reason why it was brought up back in the chat because we brought it up to her when she came off vacation. She wasn't even there when that happened. So you tell me, you came online and told people this sob story about how you felt so bad about what happened to old girl, but you waited 2 months to bring it out.
Okay, wait. Now I'm drawing a better picture. All right.
We left
Y'all
it
tell me
alone,
where I
bro.
get wrong at, Keyz.
We left it alone.
Hold on, I know, and I think I just drew a better picture. You ready? Bella is into it with Barb for whatever reason. Is that correct?
For sure. At that
Time,
time.
yeah.
All right. Y'all are watching Barb's live. Y'all get something. Y'all are watching it. Barb's a bad parent. This is an opportunity that Bella could technically use. So we screenshot it. We have the conversation around bad parenting. We discuss bad parenting.
You on point.
And how Bella might be able to introduce it in court as a topic to dig at Barb's, right?
But we
Then we discuss a little bit more. Then we discuss a little bit more. Thank you, Saint Baby. And we decide that this is no longer worth addressing. Fuck that. We don't want to talk about Barb's. We're going to leave it where it is. Months later, Good Old Time, who was not involved in the discussion of it or the deciding to cancel it, decides to bring it forth as a conversation around P3DOs and sexualizing little children. Is this correct?
You're right.
Yes.
All right. And Bella is in there because the reason why Mad Day did this is specifically because it started from Bella leaving the comment over in Morgan Brittany chat and then talking to you crazy, and you had to check her, and now she's spiraling out of control like she not on her medicine, and now she's saying shit that don't even make sense.
Exactly. You 100% on. You spot on right now.
Very interesting.
So again,
so all of this being true, you are correct. Bella, Mad Day still gonna hold a good 80% for me, but Bella is gonna have to take 20 and sit on that too, because if you had access to the group chat,
listen, man. Hey, AJ, I know you being fair. You trying to be fair and cool. I'm glad I ain't know Bella was in here. How you doing? What's up? It's 50-50, gang. Because at the end of the day, no matter what Mad Day put out, it could have been stopped right in there.
Please,
so hear me out. I'm gonna tell you why I say this. Let me tell you why I say that though, because T-Time made a very valid point.
Let me tell you something. Let me tell you what Bella was doing. See, this is the creator side of things.
You talking to creator. So this is the thing. Hold on, babe. Before you say anything about the creator side, right? I knew that's where you were going to go. My family was affected. You got people calling my job, calling my girls, going to my child's school. That is a lot. That's not fuck creators. Listen, at that point, this is called being a human, gang.
I get what you're saying, Keyz. You have to listen to me. You have to listen to me. You have to listen to me. I get what you're saying, right? But I need you to hear this side of what I'm saying. I was told by Morgan when she came in here that you got told to wait until Sunday, right? Let me tell you what I heard now that I'm understanding the full story. You just told me I was 100% correct, so just now hear me out, okay? Bella, who has no part in the bullshit that Mad Day is up to, intends to, on Sunday, when there is 3,000 people in the room, all these people who is doing all of this, of course, are headed to Bella. Because A, you're a part of Bella's crew. So they're going to want to know what the fuck Bella finna do about it. When they get in a controlled environment that Bella can now very calmly, very clearly, very concisely, lay it all on the line. I believe that it was her intent to lay it down on a solid foundation.
I understand that 100%, AJ.
Out of control in the manner that it did. Do you see what I'm saying?
I get what you're saying, but this happened on a Monday.
AJ, yeah, I'm gonna have to strongly disagree.
Like this happened on a Monday, gang.
AJ, honestly though, you doing that one thing that large content creators do for each other, and that's cover.
That's
you really like. We can all still like.
That's cover.
Yeah, we can all still like each other. We can all still like Bella. We can all still like Bella.
I would be able to complete a sentence because I already said Bella holds some responsibility. What I'm saying is, I think that when she said wait until Sunday, it's because she was trying, there's a unique opportunity that she has to actually get the story out in full, in its entirety, without any interruptions, any, you know what I mean, disconnect, and be able to say,
AJ.
Babe, can I
I'm
say
sorry, or
can I say
whatever.
something?
I wasn't there, but if you give it a chance on Sunday, she can do. Bella only has so much. She don't go live.
His family could have been gone by Sunday. Did you not hear Barb say her people pulled up?
Hold on. Can I say this? Wrong. I'm telling you what what I heard when I heard give me till Sunday, I'm not saying she's right. She's wrong. What I'm saying is her saying that while we're trying to say 50-50, I think what she was trying to do was stop the story from spinning out of control. Everybody
It
just
already
stopped.
spent by then. AJ, that's what I'm saying.
AJ.
You was there. It had already spent way before Sunday.
AJ,
We talking about this happened on a Monday.
let me tell you how serious it got for me. Because Keyz was on the road. I had people at my house with things. A Tesla came, and none of these people got in the car. People want to say they pulled up. They was riding by. But nobody got out their car because I'm in my driveway coming from the gym because I was threatened at the gym also. This Tesla kept on coming because somebody told somebody that I stayed at the end of the street, but I stay on the other end. So they saw my car because people know my car because I was doing gym lives. So I'm hanging out with people outside of TikTok, being friendly because people know, I'm not going to go there. I'm coming through the end of my subway. The car follows me. I had to go in my glove department, get my thing in order for it to leave me alone.
Did Bella know all of this?
We were saying it.
We were saying
We
it.
were saying
My
it.
child-
AJ, there's no wait.
My
Ain't no
child's
wait.
school, my child's age, his name, his school got leaked. I had to go.
Like,
You gotta
come on.
remember, these people went over to Ray to fix us live, and Ray did an interview and said all the things that were going on with them. Are you serious, Ray?
He was on Slim Live.
It was
He was on Slim
a
Live.
lot of it was a lot of live being held, AJ. And it had already spun out control.
Okay, wait. Bells, can you explain to me then I want to know from you, Bells, did you know? Just say something. You knew all of this and you didn't do something? I don't understand what wait till Sunday meant.
Again, you missing the whole thing. They were dogging me out. They didn't give a fuck. It was about them.
She didn't care. I asked her.
Don't give a fuck, cuz they don't care. They did not care.
Exactly.
Sunday was let me make my money. Yeah, fuck. I don't like all this shit. Y'all can miss me with this shit. Like at this point, cause this shit really, cause I'm mad that it's coming back up. I was cool with it yesterday because my girl got some clothing, but this shit is fucking weird because everybody acting like the shit that's pissing me off is everybody keeps sitting over here acting like, oh, I didn't know this and I didn't know that. Y'all knew what the fuck was going on because y'all was dragging us. Y'all was fucking dragging us, my nigga. Like y'all was dragging Britney, acting like y'all was Britney stuff some real bad. I love it real bad. Like, come on, gang. Like, let's keep it a fucking square, bro.
Hold on, let's. That's what I'm trying to do is keep it a fucking square with you.
Nah.
And I need you to understand. None of what you're saying is false. Okay, you're correct. Okay, you're 100% correct. But there is something that you have to understand. Okay, and that's the part that you're missing for me. Okay, everybody does not know 100% of what went down. Yes, I was around for bits and pieces, but like I was telling Bella just the other day, every audience is unique. There are people who was there when Mad Day said what she said about you, who has never seen you again. And the next time they see you, it'll be after today. And they'll say, hey, that's that P3DO guy because they not here today. Do you understand what I'm saying to you? You have no control over what part of the story that everyone hears. I am telling you, I definitely remember hearing there was a video, a man put it in there. I talked to Barb. We drug a man that put a video of her kid in there because of what was told to us. So who I am blaming is the person who brought it to me incorrectly. Because if that information comes to me, I'm gonna do the same thing every time. Did you see what happened to James? Let's not pretend like we don't do what got to be done when children come into the play of things. I'm not denying that you have every right to be upset, but you're doing all of this yelling at the wrong people. The person who lied on you is the person who need to be getting drunk.
I understand what you're saying. From now on this point forward, bro, I was really, when I first came around on this shit, bro, I was being nice. I'm kicking it with everybody. I'm cooling, but I'm really not that fucking nice, bro. And I be letting people slide because I be wanting to keep it cordial, right? But everybody dragged me and my shorty before y'all had any information for real. Y'all, like you said, okay, we're moms, we this, that, and the third, and she's a mom. Nobody cared about that at that point. I have a daughter. I'm not doing no weird ass shit like that. So at that point, y'all didn't give a fuck. So why should I? So now my tone gotta be policed because I was the one that got dragged. I was the one called a pedophile. I was the one said I was domestically abusing my shorty. Like, Y'all didn't get that. I got that. So y'all can't tell me how to react to how the fuck.
You right.
And not only that, Keyz,
You just said I'm yelling at the wrong people. You was dragging me too.
And Keyz, let me say
Based
this.
on the information that Mad Day gave me.
I know
And
this, AJ, can we say this?
Hold on.
Can I say this,
And let
AJ,
me tell you something, Keyz.
Can I say
That's my
this?
point.
AJ,
If it come again and somebody say it about somebody else, kid, I'm gonna do the same thing. So you yelling at me is not gonna change that. We protect kids. So when we hear it, we trace it down, we track it down. We were told a lie. You were lied on, and we were lied to.
But AJ,
To you, Keyz, and
wasn't
y'all know
protected.
I said yesterday, I'm so sorry again, Keyz, because I participated in it too, and I apologize to you. I apologize to Brittany. But there's also one thing that we did to you as well, and that is we picked on you. Paid your debt to society, and we still scrutinized and picked on you for that. And for that, also, I would like to tell you I'm sorry.
I don't even remember all of that, but I do. I started with an apology. I apologize for fucking Mad Day, who owe you the biggest one. That was the first thing I said, Keyz. Damn, you won't even allow us to admit that we get it and you was wrong. We was wrong. We get it.
And I'm gonna say this: his tone is still being policed to this day. So right now, she tried to police him. When it happened, it was police. Nobody would give us a chance. Nobody but Ray and Slim. I'm be honest. Nobody came out and said, hey, we just really want to hear y'all side of the story. And I know a child involved, but on the flip side, people that know me, that was a scary, when I tell you my mental health has been affected to the point where I couldn't even log on this. Like, I've been going through it for.
Hey, relax,
No,
mama.
I think people need to hear that. I don't care because my mental health was to be stalked. And then yesterday for Barb to say, and I know she's talking about, I'm the one that pulled up. Then nobody get out. Ain't nobody was scared at that point in time. Because at the end of the day, I had called people to come over here and protect me, and I had to go get something to protect myself. That ain't nothing to play with. That ain't cute.
Slay, you should have protected the platform when they was dogging us out. Now you want to protect the platform. Get out of here.
Somebody could have seriously got hurt.
Sorry, we sorry for that, for real.
Somebody could my baby, my baby. And I ain't do nothing but laugh and kiki. And my child, I still to this day have to go through protocols to get my child out of school. To this day, because of what went on fucking TikTok.
Yeah.
Then this is very unfortunate. There are two sets of parents and two kids, and all the parents are trying to do is protect their children on both ends. And then it's crazy because I'm looking at it like I'm hearing you, and I'm also hearing Barb, and I understand why Barb is upset, and I understand why Morgan and Keyz are upset.
Exactly. That's all I'm trying to explain.
Hold on, I just want to finish my thoughts, y'all. It's two sets of parents that's not playing about their kids, about this internet shit, okay? And the person in the middle did that selfishly because they had some emotions about a stupid ass friendship or a falling out, right? I think, first of all, you done been around Keyz. I didn't see you, Morgan. I didn't see you around too. I think y'all have every right to express the ramifications of what happened. Like I said, this goes back to Oppie and all that stuff. There's real people who were affected by this shit. Like, I know that we sit and we're discussing it. It's a mystery, and we're trying to dissect, and we're trying to point. No, there are real people who are affected by real things that happen on this messy talk shit. Two of them being you guys, right? Also Barb. She didn't know, she was minding her damn business when, somebody was trying to, you know what I mean? Whatever the situation, right? Right now, I think we've understood you. We get it. I think that sometimes when stories are presented, it is a lot of bias. It is a lot of bias when it comes to maybe who's telling the story or who's being protected in the story. At that time, I think it was the reaction that Barb had about her child and the fact that she had not done nothing, and the situation was being discussed. that it grew legs. Do you get what I'm saying? Now, Mad Day presenting it as like some sexual shit, some P3DO shit, then the fact that you were the only man involved in that group chat, all of that shit, the optics is fucked up. And that's why it ran to it. That's a perfect story for it to take legs. I feel really bad about that. But what's now done is done, and I'm glad that like there's some sort of vindication behind it. You're able to tell the story again. I know people be like, why we go back to these old stories? But when you go back to these old stories, it's a new set of eyes, a new set of ears, and new understandings. And y'all don't get no validation off the internet or nothing like that, but it still feels good to finally express yourself and be heard, you know? But now, where is Mad Day?
Like, well, I'm from Florida, and that's how we do it.
Yes, I remember that.
Okay, so that's why I'm trying to tell
I
you.
remember I said that. I said we after the kids party turned to adult party anyway.
Right. So because it was spent another way, I think that's the reason where we're getting the confusion at. Because I'm trying to figure out, when did you talk to her, and how did
I can tell you the date I talked to her. Let me go back.
But how did she spun it to you that it was sexualized? Because she wasn't even there, Barb, when we were on live discussing that. I mean, we was on FaceTime.
Listen. Now I remember this. I can't remember because we was on the phone so long, so I don't remember every little details. But I remember she put it to me as she was out of town, and when she got back, the plan was ran by her, and she was, and she said immediately she was like, you know what? I don't want nothing to do with that. And it was like that. And then she was told to go through the messages, basically to catch up, go through the messages. And she went through the messages. And that's when she seen everything. It was like, yeah, I don't want nothing to do with that. And then I think she said, that's when, like, not right away. She said, not right away. She said, I am guilty of that. I didn't leave right away. And she said, at first she did have some things to say, but then she thought about it. I think she's even so much was disgusted with her husband or whatever. And she was like, yeah, no, I don't want nothing to do with that. And she left the group chat. Before she left the group chat, she said she screenshot everything is how she got it, and she left the group chat.
She left the group chat when we all fell out. Yeah. But I'm trying to figure out, like, the sexualization of it. Going through the text messages, you can't get that from that. That's not the conversation. And of course we catched her up, but there was no further plan to do anything, not the bad parents and none of that. We just kiki and caca about it that night and left it alone. And then when she came back, of course we called her up and said, hey, yada yada yada, we was gonna do this, but we're not gonna do it no more. And then we was done with it. She never said that was bad, y'all shouldn't do this, none of that, because that wasn't the conversation for her even to say that. You see what I'm saying?
Right, yeah.
You see?
Well, I'm chatting. Well, that's what she told me. Now I can only, I can't. I wasn't there. I just
Yeah.
what.
Okay,
What
it's my
she told
turn.
me.
My turn. My
Wait, let
turn.
me finish telling her the stuff, AJ.
Oh, my bad. Go
Got
ahead.
some juice.
You got a lag or something. Hold on.
Oh,
let
me,
see.
I do. And what else she was saying? Basically, God, it was something she told me. It was real important, and I know. Oh, it was some more messages that were supposed to be sent to me, but when she sent it to my email, I can't open it, if that makes sense. It's a video of extra messages, but I never could open it. And when I reached out to her about the messages, and I even reached out to Cece, I was like, hey, what happened to the rest of the message? And then I got a reply back, well, that was all the messages. And I was like, well, I can't even open it. So it was a video of extra message. I still got the email, but I can't open it. It's like one of those things where, you know how we see where you can press play and it comes up as a video.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I have, and to this day I never could open it. And I seen it because I went back and I looked, and I was telling Empress yesterday, let me go back to my email from when she sent me or whatever, and let me see if I could look through this shit again. And I never could open that shit. And then that's when I remember, oh yeah, I never could open it, and I had request for her to resend it to me. And then she was like, well, that's it. That's all I have. And I was just like, okay, whatever.
Mm.
But it was it. She did send me some other stuff, but I can't do nothing with it.
Well, at this point, shit, stuff can be doctored, anything, especially how much been going on. But yeah, I just want you to hear that from my standpoint. My thing was just the parents and then people parent differently. Remember that night I did apologize to you because, we just saw it two different ways. And I'm going to stand on that. That's all that was about. So I just want to make that clear.
Oh, I understood that when you said it yesterday.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm just still trying to figure this shit
I think I
out.
found the
You know what I
clip,
mean?
y'all.
Yeah, I understand that. You have
Okay,
every
hold on,
right.
Glock.
Every right. Okay, I'm going to mute.
Wait, hold on. No. You're the one I need to talk to. Everybody else just mute real quick. Let me holler at Morgan Brittany right quick. Morgan Brittany, now that I have more understanding of how this group chat worked out, I got a few more questions. Now, we glad we cleared up the first initial issues, but now that I'm understanding or having a different theory, I want to run a couple things by you. When you and I spoke, you said that y'all were sitting in a FaceTime watching the live and that you didn't know that Bella was recording, but she was. Y'all were discussing the Trina cuss out thing and discussing parenting and how kids shouldn't be twerking with adults. Did y'all ever discuss the group of you going around looking for lives and calling yourselves the investigators at that point?
What you mean, like a group? When I first became Bella's friend or whatever, I was telling her, hey, you can get people to basically become reporters for you and, do notebooks, like more like branding, because that's what I like to do. Other than that, that's like the only conversation. Basically, how you tell people to get their notebooks out. They'll have cute little notebooks, pens, things like that. But going around being investigators, no.
Okay.
Nothing I know of.
So you weren't well, Bella said that there was a conversation held with the group about you guys becoming a group that went around and got things together. Because you and remember when Keyz was up here, Keyz said to me that the plan was to discuss bad parenting in court. You remember he said that? Okay. In that conversation, in discussing bad parenting in court, you remember that conversation y'all had?
Okay.
I'm asking, do you remember discussing, like, with Bella and them? Keyz said y'all talking about Barb's bad parenting in court.
Yeah.
That's not what I said. I said
yes.
we know that because that's not what I said. She might be misconstruing your words, but it was discussed and dropped. There was not a discussion and we're going to do it. We talked about it last. I said, no, we're not going to do that. That's what was said. That's what I said.
Okay, correct.
That's what I'm saying. Like, we discussed it, but we decided not to do it.
Yes.
Okay, so I'm sorry.
Well, I don't want no play on no words.
Did I play on a word? I said, Keyz said there was
No,
a
I'm saying like for it to be asked that way. He said it was a discussion. Steve said yes. So now it can be misinterpreted to say, oh well, y'all talked about discussing. No, we talked about it and said we're not going to do it. So put everything into the context.
It's all about to go there if you just give me a second. I accepted your DM. So I have a question. When you said that Hoover was in Bella DMs, how close did they get exactly? Hoover. Because I remember when Cookie said specifically that her and Diamond fell out because of her and Hoover becoming close. And Diamond got jealous.
Blaze aspect of everything, if those messages are true, is just Blaze trying to tag along after opposition already existed. But remember, Bryson always keeps reminding us that there is a story that someone else has to tell. It's not his story. It's someone else's story, right? That is original purpose and reason for why opposition exists. And he's not in a place to speak on that because it's like he's taking the passenger to someone else's story, right? After the hype happened with Kappa and the first live that Kappa had and more eyes and ears were put on opposition and Barb and opposition became sensationalized, a lot of people who wanted to do things were reaching out to Oppie to connect themselves with them to try and hitch a ride with them in my eyes, right?
No, I genuinely believe that opposition was created, just like Bryson said, to protect Bella. Bella was beefing with Barb's. Now the theory actually makes sense. Bella was beefing with Barb's. Opposition got turned into, he keeps saying, that was the first words we heard on the recording. I do not promote anything diabolical. His whole point was that when HB joined on and did that shit she did with Kev and all of that, that was not what opposition was for. Opposition was the group of the investigators that was finna look and do the thing on Barb's about the bad parenting. I'm telling you, it was the bad parenting. That's what started the opposition. It was to protect Bella, just like he said. The opposition was to protect Bella. Those were his words.
It was just because it was there to protect Bella doesn't mean that Bella was actually involved in it. That can be an excuse as to why they created what they created. And
what did you say? What did you tell Bryson the other day was the original group on the opposition? What was the first opposition page? What was the name of it?
The Opposition Operation.
When was it created? What's the date?
I don't know the date for that, but I have a video from For the Haters from when she posted it. Like
when was that?
I'll have to look.
I need to know the date on that. That video will tell us when Barb says she has proof that a page turned into the opposition. So I'm not made up, but the theory actually makes sense, and that's why Bryson wants us to understand that the opposition was never supposed to be a bad thing. It was never supposed to be a diabolical thing. That's why he keeps saying that. It was not. It was bad parenting is where it started. He was fucking with HB, done pillow talk and told her shit, and now she done created diabolical pages. And now it's getting everybody roped up in the bullshit. Frankie had a page. Everybody had a fucking page. In the investigators. I'm telling you, it makes sense. It actually makes sense. The theory makes sense. Now, the other theory where Mad Day is the original opposition makes sense, but it doesn't make sense where Bryson is protecting Mad Day like this. I'm waiting on Barb to give us the she said she was, I guess her phone timed out, but we was waiting on her to give us the screenshots of hot seat turning into opposition. Glock stream info K. They say my worthless child is over there saying something. Let's see if we can hear boxes packing. Okay, hold on. I was oh, peace be still. Nothing's gonna happen. You'll just be blocked. Thanks, mods. This page. Glock, can we
I'm getting to it, ma'am. I told you I was washing dishes.
Oh.
Not playing these games with them. Them girls ain't trying to figure out nothing, okay? It's all about a buzz. HB ain't have nothing to do with nothing. I don't care. And what shady opposition did was light work. It was complete light work. All they did was spread awareness that Kev was accused of messing with the child. That's it. And show a picture of Fox. What they did was light work. Bryson, the one that did the 5 funerals, that was the problem.
Thank y'all so much for the gifts.
The diabolical stuff while he did the diabolical stuff. Literally, what are we talking about? It's pretty short and simple. I mean, let's just be honest. It really is. It's him. It's just been him all along.
It's just Bryce.
It's just Bryce. I don't think that he ever admitted to people that he was opposition, just like I never admitted to anybody that I was detention, but they were aware, somebody was aware of his mission he was on, and that somebody was who he was trying to get his lick back at me about. can get it back. I'm talking about it'll be lovey-dovey stuff on the phone, and it'll be loud. Why did you do that to Chef them? Why did you do that? But you can understand why she was trying to do this, and she was trying to understand that. Or did you really send a message to Tea Time? Everything reverted right back to the situation that happened earlier that year. He came back trying to get a lick back for them, and that's just how I feel. And I'm sorry, I'm never letting up off of it because it was way too obvious. It was far too obvious. Barb's is right. Hot Seat was also Hot Seat hopped on one day talking like Angelica, quote unquote, Bryson, talking about they know what school I was with. So how Bryson know who I was? I don't know, babe. You're gonna have to ask
Goodness,
me.
it's so loud. Can I get another stream up? Glock, we hear all the dishes.
I could never find. I guess everybody in the United States of America was proxy, and I never got it right, ever, ever.
You said turn it off?
We can hear all the dishes. Turn it up or something.
Girl.
You know what I'm saying, Proxy? I could not find that woman. I would have accused you of being Proxy depending on how you typed in the comments. I was wrong every time I guessed her. She was good. Whoever he got it from a close source. He got it from somebody that really knew Proxy. He really did. Because even Chef Foxy had it wrong. She tried to give me, oh, this is Proxy, this is Proxy. I'm like, nah. Because remember, I thought it was the other girl. And that girl came up there and cussed me out, I think in Peach Live or somebody live, child. I never got it right. But I would have did Proxy on my page. Because Proxy messed with me every damn day. I would have did her on my page sub only. I would have did kept the comic on my page sub only. You know what I'm saying? This ain't nothing behind. Right. Like, come on. I understand it's convenient to just throw me in the mix, but it just wasn't the case. It just wasn't. Yeah, it was Peach Live. It was that young lady, I forgot her name, but Chef had me thinking it was her. They said, wait, shady opposition here. Is that the shady one?
That opposition is in
Hold
the
on.
chat.
Is that the shady one? F4K?
It's the one.
Child.
That's the
Now
shady
you
one.
know she done gave that login to some fucking. Come on, bruh. Come on, bruh.
But it's me though. Girl, but it's me. And keep in mind, I don't even have no